Hello, this is Daniel Mart, and today I'm going to be doing another review. This one's going to be for Spread, issue number 4, and yeah, I don't think this one has a title. So yeah, before I begin on the actual review though, 10-second spoiler warning as usual for those who have yet to actually read this comic book and haven't already. Stop the video, go check it out, and come back here and watch the rest of this review. 10-second spoiler warning as usual, starting now. Okay, so for those who have yet to actually read this comic book and haven't already, please don't comment down below or be messaging me that never gave you a fair one, because as usual, I did. So yeah, Spread, issue number 4, what did I think of it? As usual, quick synopsis, likes and dislikes, and then the rate. So basically, you have the opposing group, which is still kind of complicated to even understand who they are. They need to explain exactly who this group is a bit more clearly. It's kind of confusing. They're good, but they're confusing at the same time. Like, what's their purpose? So yeah, basically this group comes into the town where No, the baby, and No's friend are, and basically they say that one of the people in this civilization they need to kill because he's being unproductive and disruptive. So yeah, the leader, who is the chef, he's like, well, I don't know exactly, but there's a guy that kind of sounds like the guy you're describing. So just come here, whatever. And um, yeah. So No, he basically fights for his life. He goes there like a champ, kills them, kills people left and right, until he's captured and handcuffed. And yeah, then and then in regards to his friend, she's also trying to fight. She kind of understands the situation, needs to protect the baby, and she fights and bites, fights and bites, feisty. Um, yeah. So basically, now they're trying to survive now. So it's been a survival story in a sense, but now it kind of gives you a bigger depth in the survival story, which is pretty good. And yeah, and at the end of the issue, right before No is killed, it turns out that some of the people in the civilization were spreads or something like that. They were spreads, and now they have to try to survive again. But in which they can survive. I mean, logically they can survive due to the fact that No and his friends have the baby called Hope, and Hope can kill the spreads. If you have read this comic book, you know that the baby helps stop the spreads. And yeah, it's funny because you have this woman that says no, random woman probably about to die. Um, and you have the friend who's like no, and then she's like no, and then and then No says yes. So yeah, this is the first time he says anything that's not no. This is the first time he says yes. There's a reason why they call him No. It's because that's the only word he says. It's usually just no, 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 no. So yeah, Spread number 4. It's a pretty good issue. I still want some more. I want more explanation as to who that group is, because they really haven't given us a proper explanation, in my opinion. Kind of half-assed, in my opinion, for the explanation. It's not really clear, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, aside from that, the artwork's pretty good. The writing is pretty good. Overall, it's a pretty good issue. The cover, freaky good. It's freaky and good. So yeah, I mean, overall, it has its problems. It does have its flaws. Some things not really being explained as much, which I think is the major problem for this comic series. That some of the things aren't really explained all that well. But the writing is entertaining, the artwork is entertaining, and the battle scenes. For example, what you just saw with No, he goes there, and basically he goes to ham on these people, with just like 2 knives, and it's pretty cool to see that. So there are some action sequences that are pretty cool to see. So I do like it for that as well. But again, they could explain a few things a bit better, and yeah, and that's basically it. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being best, and 6 being decent, I give it a 7 out of 10. It's a pretty good comic book, but it does have its flaws. So yeah, that's basically it for now. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do movie reviews, TV show reviews, and comic book reviews, so definitely do stay tuned for that. Aside from that, comment down below on your thoughts on this comic book. Have you read it? And if not, why not? And if you have, what are your thoughts on it? Aside from that, like the videos on Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, or whatever you guys prefer. And that's basically it for now. This is Daniel Mart signing off.